What's up, guys? Late night video. I'm gonna make I forgot all my notes, so it's gonna be all off memory. But Tom Coughlin is interviewed, and he's one of our top candidates to be for the Philadelphia Eagles coaching head job. And I love this. I'm gonna be saying a bunch of things that I'm not saying. I'm gonna just add a couple things from my other videos. I know Tom Coughlin, he's probably, I'm assuming he's the front runner for our job. I mean, obviously, Hugh Jackson's going to Cleveland, Bill McAdoo, he's the Eagles, or the Giants head coach now. And now there's really only three front runners for our coaching job, and Deuce Staley, Pat Schumer, and now Tom Coughlin. And I think it would be absolutely 100% the right move if Tom Coughlin became to the Philadelphia Eagles to be our head coach. Obviously, he's a Giant. He's been a Giant for 12 years, and he's our rival. But I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore about any of that. He was our wide receiver coach back in, I think, the late 70s, the early 80s. So it's not like he doesn't know anything about Philly, and it's not like he's far from where he lives now. I think he lives in Waterloo, New York. So, it's only a hop, skip away, so he can still be near his family and everything. But I think Tom Coughlin would be the best situation for us as of right now. I don't see any other coach. Deuce Staley, he's a great, obviously, he's one of my favorite players that the Eagles have ever had. And, Schumer's good. He's been our offensive coordinator for a long time. But I just feel like having a guy like Tom Coughlin, Tom Coughlin, think about it, the hard-nosed hitting. He always yells at his players. The guy might be old, but he can run around that field just as good as any of our guys. I think bringing him in would be an excellent asset to us. And I know I said in my other videos to get rid of DeMarco Murray and to get rid of all these players, but honestly, I think bringing Tom Coughlin in would be it'd be huge for everyone. I think bringing him in and keeping Deuce Staley as the running back coach and keeping Pat, Schumer as our offensive coordinator, it'd be huge. I believe that if we do hire Tom Coughlin, this is all hypothetical, keep DeMarco Murray, but get a new quarterback. That's the main thing. We need a new quarterback. Sanchez and Bradford, they're at the end, so they're at the end. Bradford's always hurt. I wouldn't say hurt all the time, but durability-wise, that's the main thing. Him not being able to be healthy all year long. And Mark Sanchez, he's had his years, but he ruined last year for us after, he came in for Nick Foles, we should have been I don't want to think about it right now. But I feel like if Tom Coughlin came in, he'd knock some sense into DeMarco Murray and knock some sense into our offensive line to get DeMarco the ball at least 30 times a game and have him run straight through the middle. And I feel like DeMarco Murray would run a lot more better. He still got 3 years on our contract, and I feel like that'd be a great asset. I think once we get all our guys back, and once we go through all the free agency nonsense and all that stuff, let's get Tom Coughlin. As a Philadelphia Eagles frustrated fan, I've been watching the Eagles since I've been able to throw a football, and to see us year in and year out make it so close, and then we had years where we go so far, and then we have years where we just look horrible out there, and I hate it. So bring Coughlin in. He might be turning 70, but he's still got a lot of gas left in the tank. Bring him in, get him to coach. Have him call plays. Him and Shermer can absolutely call plays together, But our main thing right now is to get a quarterback, and I think we have the 13th pick in the draft. Trade up, get a good quarterback, in the draft. I haven't really had time to look at any of the draft picks. I don't watch much college football as much as I used to, but get a good young quarterback. I don't care. Coughlin can sign a 5-year deal, and we take. You guys aren't going to want to listen. You want to hear me say this, but take 2 years of being shitty. You might as well and develop a young quarterback and get him in there. I mean, we had Matt Barkley, but of course we traded him away. And we had Tebow, and we had all these idiots. But get a young quarterback in there, and who knows? He might even be a stud coming out of college. You never know. I mean, Tom, I can't even contemplate. I think Coughlin had his second interview with us, I believe, and I believe we interviewed, what the heck's his name? We interviewed some other guy and some other nobody. I don't even understand why we did, but I think we just have to interview people. But I believe we're going to get Coughlin. I believe it's going to be a great asset. And let's go Philly. Let's get this done. Let's get a good coach in. Let's do what we have to do. Let's go out. Let's win some games next year. And let's do what we got to do. Tom Coughlin to the Eagles means DeMarco Murray's going to run better. Means our all the nonsense that everyone hated Chip Kelly and everybody didn't listen to him. Everyone's going to listen to Tom Coughlin. He's an excellent coach. Probably one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best coach in the NFC East at this point. I mean, but main thing is grab Coughlin, get DeMarco Murray to run more, get everything else, fix the team, fix all the nonsense, and do what you got to do. Let's go Philly. Let's do this. Go Birds!